Karin skacel here on behalf of Makers Mercantile. Today I'm going to go over what's in our newsletter for February 25th, 2022. Item number 1, we have another knitting kit. And this one happens to be called, what's it called? Embers Shawl? It is, yes, it's called the Embers Shawl. And oops, I've got it upside down here. So here you can see what the Embers Shawl looks like. And I'm gonna stand back so I can maybe hold up the whole piece because it is a lot larger than it looks. It's just not so deep. Like some shawls have a very, very deep V. This one does not have a really deep V, but it has a nice rolled, scalloped, I guess, not rolled, but scalloped edge on it that's created with all these little, I don't know what you want to call them, little bursts of color that are created using short rows. So if you've never done short rows, this piece in particular is done in garter stitch. So if you wanted to, it's a really good opportunity to try doing German short rows. And we do have a link in our newsletter to, I think the Chili Dog. She has a really great tutorial on doing German short rows. So I would highly recommend that you watch that before you actually knit your shawl. But let me tell you a little bit more about the shawl. First of all, the pattern is by Lisa Mutch, and the pattern is going to be included in the kit as well as all the yarn. So in this case, this is called, I think it's called Daybreak, this color. Let me double check. Yes, it's called Daybreak. So this color here is called Daybreak, and what you're going to find in your Daybreak kit is one hank of the 𝗬𝗀 tweed. That's this one right here. And this is I think it's called Soothing Silver. It's a beautiful light gray color, and look at the beautiful little specks of color that are in it as well. So this is going to be 69% merino. I think it's 16% rayon, which is what the little flecks are. And then the balance, I'm wrong, it's 16% bamboo, and then 15% are the little rayon flecks. So that is what you've got here. It is more of a DK weight. In general, the 𝗬𝗀 can be very, very versatile, ranging anywhere from almost, like 7 stitches to the inch, all the way up to like 4 stitches to the inch, or all the way down, I guess you could say, to 4 stitches to the inch. So 𝗬𝗀 is very versatile. In this case, we're actually using a 32-inch US 8 needle. So it's a larger needle, and it's going to give you a larger gauge, which gives it just really, it flows really nicely. So when you wear it, oops, that's the back side. When you wear it, it's going to have some great drape, whether you wear it with the scalloped edge in the front, or you could wear the scalloped edge in the back. It really doesn't matter. You could just tie it behind you if you wanted to. There's lots of different ways that you could wear this beautiful shawl. But getting back to what was in the kit, you are getting your 1 hank of the 𝗬𝗀 tweed. That's a 100-gram hank, and that is going to be your main color. And then you're going to get 1 little mini hank, and these are little 25-grammers of the 4 different colors that are used in here to create the little bursts of color. Now, we have 2 color choices for you. We have Daybreak, which I just showed you, and then I don't have one knit up in Nightfall, but Nightfall is going to be similar. The only difference is, instead of having that Daybreak color, the light gray, you are going to actually have this beautiful dark blue. It's more of a dark denim-y blue. And these are the colors that you are going to have that go with it. You're going to have the Soothing Silver, a light blue, a cream, and then a purpley color that all go with this navy blue. So that is the color called Nightfall. So we have a limited amount of kits that are available in both Nightfall and Daybreak. And this is a kit that we usually sell. You can find it on our website. It's one that we stock. However, if you purchase it between now and this coming Sunday evening, we're going to toss in that 32-inch US 8 needle in a skacel rocket. So your rocket needles are the ones that have a little bit sharper tip, and they are nice and slick, and they are really fun to work with. So there you go. That's our special right now. We have the Embers Shawl kit If you purchase it between now and this coming Sunday, you're going to get your free needle. With our kits, you always get your pattern for free anyways. So unless it's listed as not being for free, but most of the time it is, we toss that in for you. And if you give us your Ravelry name, we'll actually deposit it into your Ravelry library as well. So check it out. Remember, until this Sunday, you're gonna get that free needle. And then after that, I mean, it will still be available. You just won't get the free needle. Okay, so moving right along, we also have put some of our other Addi products into the newsletter. We have a few that I know I've gone over more recently. This here is called our Addi to Go. And if you look at this here, you can see you have 2 tips and they're inside this little heart. So the heart, you can press and you can remove. So it has a little pressing mechanism, and when you push it down, you can put your tips in, and when you release it, it holds them in place nicely. And that will keep your materials from falling off when you are knitting. Now, you don't have to put them all in one direction. You could go in one direction that way and one direction that way too. And you can use it as a stopper in that way if you would like to do so as well. So the Addi to Go's, they do come in little boxes where you get one small one, like I was just showing you, and those usually go up to like a size 7, or I'm not quite sure if they'd fit in 8. And then we have this size here, which is a little bit bigger, and that's gonna go from an 8, and I think it goes all the way up to a 15, and it does. Actually, they say on here 9 to 15, but I use it on my 8s as well. So that is one of our great little Addi accessories that we have in the newsletter. Then we have this great needle gauge right here. And just so you know, this hole in the middle, that's just a little hanger so that shops can actually hang it on their racks. But this is a needle gauge made by Addi, and you just pop your needles into the side, and it will tell you what size your Addi needle is. Now, if you're using the squares, you're probably going to want to use a square gauge, but for all the others, this gauge is really great, and it's cute, and it has, you know, Addi's logo has a lot to do with a heart, and that's because the name Addi was actually a term of endearment for Adolf, who was, I think, the I think he was a 3rd generation owner of Selter, which is the company that makes the Addi needles in Germany. They are right now on the 5th generation. So, but Adolf, his term of endearment was Addi. That's what his wife called him. So that's where the Addi name came from. And since it was a term of endearment, that's where they started using the heart. So you're gonna find a lot of hearts with Addi. Also, there's the little Addi Love stitch markers. As you can see here, these are cute little stitch markers. They are only gonna go up to like a US 9, might fit them on a US 10 needle. One box is gonna have 6 of these cute little stitch markers. They are locking, and what's really nice is that they're super, super lightweight. I like a lightweight stitch marker. There is nothing for them to get caught on. So, you know, I love the beautiful stitch markers with the beads and stuff hanging on them, but sometimes they get caught in your yarn. Not a good thing, especially if you fold it up and stick it in your bag. These will not get caught on anything. So we have those things in the newsletter. And oh, we also have a tapestry needle, a loop tapestry needle. And you know what? I'm not finding it. I'm thinking, oh, I'm back. Look at that. I dropped it on the ground. Anyways, this is the looped tapestry needle. Can you see that loop there? These are really, really great because the loops are big enough to take just about any yarn into them. And what these are, if you look at it carefully, this is actually a needle tip, and then the loop is on top of it. And we love these. These are fantastic for weaving in yarns, oh, what else besides, oh, duplicate stitch, fantastic for duplicate stitch. And of course, the best thing is that loop. That loop just makes it so easy for you to actually get the yarn in there and to start working with it right away. So that is what we have in today's newsletter. We've got our special kit, the Embers kit. We have a assortment of the Addi accessories for you to learn about, and boy, I think that's it for now. So it is the weekend. We will be back on Tuesday. We'll have some kind of a special again. And so until then, have a wonderful weekend. Get creative, have some fun, stay safe, and we'll see you on Tuesday. Ciao.